runner-up for best in class, because there's no substitute for F-150. Now lease this F-150 for $299 bi-weekly, only at your local Ford store.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Hims for all things healthcare, and by Verizon, the official 5G network of the NFL.
SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles. That was the scene back in December of last year when the Chargers beat Miami, and arguably Miami's worst offensive performance of the season. Chargers on the...
They've done an excellent job, and there's been a real emphasis on running the football by both teams. They're both over 50 yards rushing.
Over the rookie.
Both these teams possess. We go back to a year ago with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, the fastest wide receiver duo in the NFL. As you see, he gets to 23 miles per hour on that play. We saw earlier in this game an inside route by Waddle, as we see him from last season once again, turning it up the sideline and not being caught. They showed that explosive speed in the first series of the game.
It's a 1st and 10. Mike Williams. 18 fewer touchdowns last season compared to the season before.
Well, it was
after one, a good one brewing in LA. 7-7. Dolphins and Chargers.
Can you come pick me up?
Oh, sorry, I don't have my car.
No problem. I'll just text you the digital key to my Celtos. Come pick me up.
Oh, sorry, I don't have my car.
No problem. I'll just text you the digital key to my Celtos. It's only the beginning. Find the escape for your crew.
Stadium in the background. Of course, they got all the great things downtown. The area here in Inglewood, though, is flourishing. 3rd down and 2, first play, second quarter. Joshua Kelly is the back, and somebody moved. Looked like their left guard maybe jumped there. Johnson.
Full start. Offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty.
Josh Dumel puts Friendship at 9-8 Central on CBS 7. Tight end Smart in motion. Herbert through the air, 3 of 4. Kelly is the back. Into the nickel. Pipkins a block. Herbert on the move. Chased by Wilkins. And he completes the ball as he's shoved out of bounds. Deep back in his arm, you see the fair catch. Great Alabama Crimson Tide player, J.K. Scott. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from Lowe's.
You have a good day today. We're going to have a real good day.
Lowe's knows you can win big at home
when you have the right support on your sideline.
Just like we practiced. I got this. Center slot and twist. Proud of you.
Proud of myself. I want to put in the work.
Let's run some drills. You stepping your game up.
Yeah.
All right, so what's...
Will force a Charger fit to his side. Fit to his side. It is Hill and a reindeer Hicks. Down to It's 1st and 10. Smythe in motion. Fake to Mostert. Blocked by Lamb. And he's 20-yard line. That's a catch and run of 28. And Tyreek Hill does it again.
Well, we talked about the success to the chart, which allows Hill opening in the middle of the field. There's another one, Kevin. Back-to-back throws in the middle of the field between the numbers, having success for Tua.
Finns, which were a problem last year here for the Finns. 1st and 10 from the 20. It's the pitch out with Mostert. And go to block, and a good stick in there by Eric Kendricks. The newest man on that defense and downstairs to Mel.
Look at one of the big offseason adjustments the Dolphins explored to try and keep Tua healthy. 808 Oahu area code across.
And taking jiu-jitsu, too, to protect himself.
Well, and I just think he's putting everything into it. He understands what happened a year ago. He does it from the backside, able to
drive, catches of 30 and 28. 1st and goal. Hill in motion. Fake to Mostert, blocked by Ingold. Tua, he'll throw it away. He saw everybody was covered. Good play in the secondary by the Chargers. 2nd and goal.
Well, I think that turnover at the beginning of the game made Tua a little bit more conservative on that one. I thought maybe he was going to try a back shoulder. The Chargers were in great coverage, but I thought he was going to give Tyreek a chance by throwing it to the back shoulder. Not trying to risk it on 1st and goal. Good design.
Caught. Hill. And out of bounds inside the 1. Gain of 4. What a catch. Working on J.C. Jackson.
Well, he definitely catches the ball. It's just whether or not he gets his feet in bounds. They're marking it out inside the 1.
Oh, he got 1 foot.
I don't think he gets them both in.
I don't think he didn't. Yeah. The flag is out. Chargers will challenge.
Yes, I believe, just based on what we saw quickly, you see the right foot's down inbounds, the left foot right out of bounds.
When it comes to tough,
Looking to make saving a habit. Ball.
Bill already with 73 receiving yards. 3rd and goal at the 5.
Come on.
Tua. Broken up. What a play. Going for Smythe. Terrific defensive play by Derwin James. The highest paid safety in the NFL. Comes up with a beauty. 4th down.
Tyreek Hill to the outside, Smythe to the inside, trying to clear it out. Derwin James is sitting on it. He gets that left arm around, does a good job of keeping the right arm off the back of Smythe, which a lot of times draws the flag for pass interference, but he kept that right hand clear, able to knock it away with the left. Excellent play by James.
23-yard field goal for the lead early in the 2nd quarter. Jason Sanders nails it. 10-7, Miami. The Dolphins have had 3 possessions, 3 times in the red zone, 10 points. They've got a lead on the road in week 1 as you're watching NFL Kickoff presented by YouTube TV.
when it comes to tough, there's no such thing as second best. No participation ribbon for serious capability or runner-up for best in class. Because there's no substitute for F-150. Now lease this F-150 for $299 bi-weekly, only at your local Ford store.
Every girl's night is a journey. We go big, because when I ride with this crew, in my Escape, the destination is only the beginning. Find the Escape for your crew.
Start your journey with this great offer at your local Ford store or Ford.ca. When it comes to tough, there's no such thing as second best. No participation ribbon for serious capability or runner-up for best in class. Because there's no substitute for F-150. Now lease this F-150 for $299 bi-weekly, only at your local Ford store.
Looking to make saving a habit? With BMO, you can set up specific savings goals and easily track your progress on the BMO app.
How do you know we need help saving?
Writing's on the wall.
NFL on CBS is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows home improvement. FanDuel, make every moment more. And by Papa John's. Try the new Garlic Epic Stuffed Crust Pizza today.
And played 12 seasons for Miami. Don Coryell, the head coach of the high-powered San Diego Chargers offense that was led by Dan Fouts. 10-7, 2 straight scores by Miami.
Well, and 2 great Hall of Famers there, Kevin. Zach Thomas, I was a teammate of his for a year, played against him a number of times over the years. Coryell, the Air Coryell offense is what I ran most of my career with Norv Turner and Mike Martz and Al Saunders. Have a lot of respect for those 2 men.
1st and 10. Down by 3. Taking you to New York with James and Boomer.
Gino to the end.
I'll tell you what. After 70% of his passes complete. After the touchback to the 25 and the field goal by Miami, it's Austin Eckler on 1st and 10 into the teeth of the defense. Sealer at the bottom, gain of 4, Trent to the 29.
Well, and we see the power of Eckler running between the tackles, and that's something I talked with Vic Fangio about the other night as well, and he said Eckler is so hard to tackle because, number one, you can't see him. He's smaller in stature, but he's so strong and got a center of gravity that's hard to bring down. So, number one, it's locating him. Number two, because of the power in his legs, he's a tough guy to bring down.
4 in the secondary for the Dolphins, 2nd and 6 for Herbert. Fake to Eckler. Pickens a block. Herbert on the move. Eckler's got the ball, and around his ankles he finds Baker again. Jerome Baker makes the stop. With the gain of 7 on the play, and they do get the first down as they push it past the 35.
And Kevin, he is so good at that. He's so good at being that outlet, coming out of the backfield. Last year, over 100 receptions. Just continues to be that outlet for Justin Herbert when he needs it.
Chargers a season ago, 10-7. But that roster last year depleted on the line and overall by injuries. Trying to stay healthy. The line is right now. And they're very excited about that with the 1st and 10. Herbert. Eckler. Oh, he's got the big hole! Into the secondary! Look at him run! Chase downfield! Holland gets him! A burst! Eckler flies for 55! 1st and goal! The Chargers at the 10!
Speed. Watch the stiff arm and the strength that they quick snap, get it to Keenan Allen.
He's got the touchdown. Did he get it across? He did. On the 1st and goal. 9-yard touchdown throw.
Coaches like it when you get the big play up the field to hurry up and get a quick snap in. You're catching the defense reeling. This time Keenan Allen able to make 2 defenders miss and then drag his way into the end zone.
What a great block by fellow wide receiver Mike Williams. Chubb couldn't get him, and then David Long couldn't bring him down. Let's see if he got in. Let's see the ball.
Well, they were going to take another look at it, but right now they're saying bringing the offense back on the field.
And he's short. Long saved it.
Referee Brad Allen is looking at the Chargers sideline, telling them to bring their offense back out.
Correction, it is now 2nd and goal from inside the 1-yard line.
Good shot by...
Phenomenal shot. That isn't even worth... Well, it's automatically reviewed when it's a scoring play. It was called a touchdown on the field, so they already reviewed it quickly in New York and let Brad Allen and his crew know that he was just short.
Tight end, McKitty is the fullback with Eckler. 2nd down and goal. Eckler, McKitty a block again. Trying to dive. Short, they say. It will be 3rd and goal. 40-year-old Mike McDaniel, head coach of Miami in his 2nd season. Took him to the playoffs last year in his 1st year. Ball inside the 1 with Eckler in the backfield. Herbert, the fake pitch. Quick throw, caught. Parham, touchdown. What a long throw to Donald Parham. And the 55-yard run by Austin Eckler, the longest of his careers. It's Dicker here to extend the Charger lead, 14-10. A lot of fireworks here in the first half. Big plays both ways. And the Chargers now on top as Justin Herbert has thrown his first touchdown pass of the season for L.A.
There's no such thing as second best. No participation ribbon for serious capability or runner-up for best in class. Because there's no substitute for F-150. Now lease this F-150 for $299 bi-weekly, only at your local Ford store. When it comes to tough, there's no such thing as second best. No participation ribbon for serious capability or runner-up for best in class. Because there's no substitute for F-150. Now lease this F-150 for $299 bi-weekly, only at your local Ford store.
This would be perfect.
And with a better rate mortgage, you could probably afford to do the whole yard.
Can you imagine?
With Quest Mortgage, a great low rate means you could have more money for what matters most.
Trent already, we have 388 yards of total offense. Miami 211. Los Angeles Chargers 177. The 1-yard touchdown pass with a good catch, by the way, by the tight end Farhan after the third longest run of Eckler's career of 55 yards. And Chargers have got the lead.
Well, we're having the exciting game that we thought we were going to get.
Berrios lets it go over his head. Into the 25 with a touchback and downstairs to Melanie Collins.
Look at Sebastian Joseph Day, JT Woods, and Jasier Taylor helped pack 750 bags of non-perishable food items ready for distribution to elementary school students in a continued...
Isaiah Wynn began. Running back is Ahmed. Hill is on the move. After the 1-yard touchdown throw by Herbert. 1st and 10, Dolphins at the 25. Messy pocket, here comes Bosa, down he goes, and broken up by Davis. Looking for Waddle. Another great defensive play in the secondary by the Chargers. First James, right there, the 6'2 Michael Davis.
Well, Davis locates this at the last second. He wasn't looking back at the ball, and then he was able to locate it. I'm sure that's a completion, but you can't take away the fact that Davis with the excellent defensive play.
Wynn is back in at left guard now. They just changed after one play. 2nd down and 10. Berrios on the move. James can't make the tackle. Ahmed is into the secondary and finally brought...
Chargers used Derwin James so many different ways. He had over 100 tackles a year ago, 4 sacks.
5 in the secondary for the Chargers. 3rd and 2 for Tua Tagovailoa. 7-13 through the air. That time, the newest.
Overly aggressive by Tua. He tried squeezing it between 3 defenders into Smythe, and he's fortunate this ball wasn't intercepted. Kendricks knocks it away, but anytime you throw it into triple coverage, you're risking that ball getting tipped up in the air and somebody grabbing a hold of it.
Thomas Morstead is now gone. Jake Bailey is the new punter from the Patriots. And he does not get a good one away, and taken on the move by the rookie out of TCU. Plays some receiver. Bethel makes the stop. Darius Davis with the catch. 4-2 on the hang. Herbert is up next for the Chargers, who lead by 4.
When it comes to tough, there's no such thing as second best. No participation ribbon for serious capability or runner-up for best in class. Because there's no substitute for F-150. Now lease this F-150 for $299 bi-weekly, only at your local Ford store.
Every girl's night is a journey. We go big, because when I ride with this crew, in my Escape, the destination is only the beginning. Find the Escape for your crew.
Start your journey with this great offer at your local Ford store or Ford.ca. When it comes to tough, there's no such thing as second best. No participation ribbon for serious capability or runner-up for best in class. Because there's no substitute for F-150. Now lease this F-150 for $299 bi-weekly, only at your local Ford.
You could probably afford to do the whole yard.
Can you imagine?
With Quest Mortgage, a great low rate means you could have more money for what matters most.
Explosive players in the NFL the last couple of seasons, and he's not disappointing today. A big run with us for a long time, but picking up where he left off the last couple of seasons.
Austin Eckler, part of that very vocal running back
runner, and we've mentioned the fact how many touchdowns he scores, and you look around the league, running back is one of those positions that right now from a value standpoint, he's part of that group that is trying to get attention to what running backs are being paid. Williams going to be in the slot. Friendly fire from Jerome Baker, nothing intentional.
With the injury timeout, we will step aside from Los Angeles.
When it comes to Tattoo for F-150, now lease this F-150 for $299 bi-weekly, only at your local Ford store. When it comes to tough, there's no such thing as second best. No participation ribbon for serious capability or runner-up for best in class. Because there's no substitute for F-150. Now lease this F-150 for $299 bi-weekly, only at your local Ford store.
You're never too old to play in the mud. The only thing that changes are the toys.
Mike Williams, the receiver who's down for the Chargers, just went inside the blue tent for a further examination. No penalty flag, no review. And it will be second down and 3 after the 7-yard completion to Keenan Allen.
Well, and he seemed fine. It was just incidental contact from Jerome Baker as he went out there. It appeared that maybe he cut his mouth or... But yeah, they're always going to take him into the tent to do an evaluation. But he appeared to be okay.
Herbert with a 1-yard touchdown pass. Eckler with a 1-yard touchdown run. Second down, 3. And this is Joshua Kelly trying to sidestep his way in there. And Christian Wilkins was the one to get him and allow just a gain of a yard to the 40-yard line. 2 more to go here. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Well, that's another example of how well this offensive line is doing. That's the first time we've talked about Christian Wilkins today, and he's one of the best defensive linemen in the NFL. So even though Wilkins was able to make the play there, this offensive line has been impressive so far.
LA on 3rd down, 4 or 5. 3rd down and 2. Quentin Johnson is number 1. It's Herbert. It goes to the aforementioned Johnson, read well by the Miami defense. Wilkins again. He was at camp but didn't practice. They lose 2 right there. 4th down. Punting it out there for LA.
You get to see Wilkins comes back and is able to get the tackle.
J.K. Scott gets off a rocket. Barrios into the translucent roof is where he looks. And they cannot save it. They gave it a good shot. 62-yard punt, net 42 by Scott. It was close.
It'd have been interesting to see if that last bounce actually touched the line, and had they been able to make that. But nonetheless, the Dolphins get the ball here at the 20-yard line.
Frank Smith, the offensive coordinator for Miami. They do have Coach Mike McDaniel
for a first down.
Mike Gesicki is gone. And so Smythe is the starting tight end. Hill on the move, 1st and 10. Mostert is chased and brought down from behind by Khalil Mack. First time we've said his name today. No gain on the play. Staying at the 38 and coming up on the Verizon halftime report. JB, Phil, Nate, Boomer, J.J. Watt, and Hall of Fame coach Bill Cowher for scores, news, and highlights. All coming up on the Verizon halftime report. Second down and about 9, a long 9. Defense last year was 21st for Brandon Staley and his Charger defense. 21st in points allowed, 20th in yards allowed. Second and 9, Hill on the move. Blocked by Lamb. Tagovailoa chased by Bosa and gets the ball off, and Smythe again at the 45 and a first down. Nice patience by Tua Tagovailoa, and a gain of 16 and a first down for Miami.
Smythe is just running down the middle of the field. Watch over to your left. He's going to release and go right upside the hash, and as he sees Tagovailoa release and flush to the outside, he stops his route and comes back to the ball, making a friendly catch. Good communication, nonverbal communication, recognizing what his quarterback's doing and making that adjustment for a big completion.
Lamb and Jackson holding their own as the two tackles today against Bosa and Mack for Miami. 1st and 10, you see the flag.
False start. Offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Isaiah Wynn to New York with JB and Boomer.
Patriots capitalize on a long drive.
They finally get on board. 10 plays, 71 yards. 9-yard touchdown at halftime, honoring the great Tom Brady in New England.
Kevin, Trent, and Melody.
Back to gang, 1st and 15 with a penalty at midfield. Mostert was back there. Quick throw on the move. Rattle. Davis from behind wraps him up. Devour.
Getting the ball quick on a quick slant to the outside. Don't know how many times you want to just let Joey Bosa go clean.
Nope. No, I agree. A 4-time Pro Bowler. 5 in the secondary for the Chargers. 2nd down and 7. Smythe. Tagovailoa. Was it deflected? It was knocked away at the end there by Davis. Going for the tight end Smythe, and that brings up 3rd down and 7.
Well, the pocket collapsing around Tagovailoa once again, and Davis with that right arm able to knock it away.
That's the second good defensive play he's made.
It is.
Charles timeout.
LA will take it with a look at 40-year-old Brandon Staley. We have 2 40-year-old coaches here. He's in his 3rd season with the Chargers, and he's got 2 new offensive coordinators. He has an offensive coordinator, a new defensive coordinator as well. So he changed up the head of those 2 units.